Did you know that 1 in 5 travelers miss flights or face delays due to missing travel documents? Or that 60% of travelers are unprepared for new health requirements when flying? As travel picks up again, the rules are changing faster than ever. What worked last year might not be good enough today. In fact, countries are updating entry rules every few weeks, making it harder to keep up. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll take you through the new travel guidelines you need to know before your next trip. From digital health passports to the latest packing tips, you'll get all the strategies to stay ahead of the game. Whether you're booking flights, securing travel insurance, or figuring out how to navigate new airport security rules, you'll be ready for anything. Let's dive in and make sure you're prepared to travel smarter in 2024. Chapter 1. Jet Setting in 2024. The new rules you need to know, planning a trip in 2024. It's not just about booking flights anymore. You need to be aware of the new travel rules that could impact your plans. From updated visa policies to health screenings, 2024 is reshaping how we travel. For example, many countries have introduced digital travel authorizations. These are electronic visas or permits you must apply for before boarding your flight. The US introduced a new rule for international travelers, requiring them to register their travel details in the Electronic System for Travel Authorization, ESTA. This gives governments more time to process visa requests and monitor entry points. Plus, countries like Canada have launched a new ArriveCan app that tracks your health status, vaccination records, and even quarantines if needed. Don't overlook these, or you may be delayed. Health regulations are another area that has seen major changes. Countries like Japan, Thailand, and Australia now require digital health certificates. This includes proof of vaccination and recent negative COVID-19 tests. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, still advises travelers to stay updated with vaccination schedules, especially when heading to places with ongoing health concerns. The best strategy is to have digital copies of all your health documents on your phone for easy access. Data shows that many airlines and destinations are now using biometric scans to speed up check-ins and enhance security. This means less paper, less hassle. If you're flying to Europe, you'll likely see an increase in biometric gates at major airports, making the whole process smoother. However, it also means you'll need to register your face or fingerprints before boarding. Countries like the UK and Germany already use this system, and more are following suit. As we adapt to these new rules, the key strategy is research. Visit official government websites or reputable travel blogs for the latest updates before booking any trip. Understanding new entry rules or restrictions can save you time and money, ensuring you're not turned away at the border. And remember, always double-check your documents before traveling. In 2024, the key to hassle-free travel is preparation. Chapter 2. Tech-Savvy Travel. Must-have apps for smooth sailing. In 2024, your phone is your best travel companion. Gone are the days of carrying bulky maps or relying on paper tickets. Today, apps are the real game changers. For starters, Google Trips and TripIt help you organize your itinerary in one place. They sync with your email and pull in flight and hotel details automatically, so you don't have to do the heavy lifting. But tech goes beyond convenience. Apps like AirHelp and FlightAware offer real-time notifications about flight delays or cancellations. You'll get a heads-up before your airline sends an email, which means less stress. AirHelp even helps you claim compensation for delayed flights, which is a huge plus. According to research, nearly 50% of flights are delayed or canceled yearly, and these apps can make the process smoother. Traveling across borders? Apps like zCurrency and Revolut make managing money easier. They offer real-time currency conversion rates and low-fee exchanges, so you can keep track of your budget without worrying about hidden fees. Revolut even allows you to hold multiple currencies at once, saving time at currency exchange counters. According to the International Air Transport Association, IATA, travelers spend an average of 20% more on exchange rates than they need to. For those traveling to regions with strict entry regulations, the IATA Travel Pass is essential. It helps you keep all your health documents, such as your vaccination status, secure and easily accessible for airport check-ins. It's becoming the gold standard for many airlines and governments worldwide. This app is a lifesaver if you're crossing countries with different entry rules. Finally, Google Maps and Waze aren't just for driving, they're essential for navigating unfamiliar cities or airports. Google Maps has been adding new features like local transport schedules and even crowd estimates for popular tourist attractions, helping you plan your day efficiently. And Waze, with its real-time traffic updates, ensures you're never stuck in a jam. Having the right apps downloaded will ensure your trip goes smoothly, whether you're on the road or at the airport. Chapter 3. Unmasking the hidden travel restrictions. Are you prepared? It's easy to assume that the main travel restrictions are about things like flight bans or quarantine. But in 2024, the hidden rules are just as important. For instance, many countries have enacted region-specific lockdowns or travel curfews. When traveling to places like China or Brazil, it's important to stay updated on local government websites, as regulations may vary from one state or province to another. A country's entry rules may be clear, but local restrictions can be a moving target. Airports, too, are more vigilant than ever. With new health screening measures, travelers may face temperature checks or mandatory rapid tests before departure. Dubai International Airport recently introduced a system where travelers must undergo a quick health check before boarding any flight. Similarly, Singapore has implemented an airport health pass that scans travelers for possible illnesses. Having these checks can save the country from the spread of new variants. But it's not just health that's under the microscope. Many countries are now enforcing more stringent baggage checks. According to the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, more than 25 million travelers pass through U.S. airports each year, and stricter luggage guidelines are in place to prevent prohibited items. If you're flying internationally, make sure to review updated security regulations, especially when it comes to liquids or banned products. A surprising number of travelers are caught off guard by the updated rules around gadgets and liquids. Another hidden challenge travelers face is a country's cultural regulations. For example, in Saudi Arabia, there are specific dress codes that tourists must follow, particularly in religious sites. Ignoring these can result in fines or denied entry. Similarly, in countries like India and Indonesia, you might face restrictions when visiting sacred areas if you aren't dressed appropriately. Packing an extra scarf or long-sleeve shirt can save you embarrassment and trouble. As for travel insurance, it's no longer just about covering cancellations. Policies are now specifically tailored to cover health-related disruptions. A 2023 report found that over 40% of travelers now choose travel insurance that covers medical emergencies and testing requirements. This is particularly important for travelers heading to regions where health crises can impact plans. Without the right coverage, you could be left stranded if your trip is canceled last minute. Being aware of these hidden travel restrictions and planning ahead is the best way to avoid problems. Research is your best friend. For example, did you know that some airports in Europe now require travelers to pre-book a security time slot? Yes, it's true. Skipping this step could mean missing your flight. Be sure to check these hidden details before departure. If you're finding these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more travel advice and updates on the latest travel trends. Chapter 4. Your Health Passport. What's new in safety protocols? Health protocols in travel have evolved dramatically. In 2024, keeping up with new rules is crucial to avoid delays or, worse, being turned away. Many countries now require a digital health passport. This isn't just a regular vaccine card, It's a secure, digital record that shows your vaccination status, recent tests, and even your COVID-19 history. Countries like Denmark and Norway have integrated these digital records into their entry systems. For travelers, the first step is to download the official health apps or platforms recognized by your destination. For example, the EU Digital COVID Certificate helps travelers show their health status in a secure, verified way. It can be stored in your phone and shown at borders or airports, saving you the hassle of carrying physical documents. Not only does this streamline the entry process, but it also ensures you're ready for unexpected health checks. The World Health Organization, WHO, recently reported that health protocols are evolving continuously as new health concerns emerge. So, staying on top of these requirements is essential to avoid disruptions during your trip. Another factor to keep in mind is testing requirements. While some countries have dropped testing requirements for vaccinated travelers, others still insist on a negative PCR test. For example, Japan requires travelers to submit a negative test result before entry. Keep in mind, these tests need to be recent, often within 48 hours of your flight. Make sure to schedule your tests with plenty of time before your departure date. Health apps aren't just for documentation, they can also help track changes to local health regulations. The CDC app, for instance, sends alerts about any health-related changes at your destination. You can also use platforms like TravelDoc to check the latest entry requirements for your specific situation. By being proactive, you'll avoid surprises when you arrive. Additionally, it's worth considering the medical coverage you'll need for the trip. Many travel insurance plans now offer enhanced coverage for COVID-related issues, such as emergency medical evacuation and trip cancellations due to health reasons. According to a 2023 survey, nearly 60% of travelers chose health-focused travel insurance after experiencing delays caused by health protocols. This type of coverage can be a lifesaver, especially when traveling to countries with strict health regulations. Don't forget to pack health essentials such as masks, hand sanitizer, and disinfecting wipes. Some destinations still require masks in crowded places or public transport. Being prepared will help you navigate local policies and avoid fines or disruptions. The last thing you want is to miss out on an adventure because you weren't prepared for the local health rules. Stay informed, stay protected, and your trip will go off without a hitch. Chapter 5. Smart Packing for New Rules. What's changed? Packing in 2024 isn't what it used to be. New rules mean new strategies for what you can bring and how you organize it. One of the biggest changes? Carry-on restrictions. While airlines still limit the number of bags you can take, many now have stricter rules on the size and weight of carry-ons. For example, the European Union and Asia-Pacific regions are implementing more rigid carry-on size rules, so it's essential to double-check the specifications on your airline's website. Also, liquid restrictions are becoming tighter, with more countries enforcing strict rules. While the standard rule is that you can only carry liquids in containers of 100 milliliters, some countries now require that all liquids be placed in clear, resealable bags. This can slow down your time at the security checkpoint, so make sure everything is properly packaged before you arrive. One surprising item that travelers often overlook is the electronics they bring. If you're flying to the US, for instance, you may need to remove your laptop or tablet from your bag when going through security. However, in countries like Australia, they ask for additional security checks for certain electronics. Make sure your devices are easily accessible so you can move quickly through security. More travelers are now opting for multi-purpose clothing that saves space and adapts to different climates. Think reversible jackets, packable shoes, or compression socks that help reduce swelling on long flights. This strategy not only saves you room in your suitcase but also cuts down on the need to check in luggage, which can lead to additional fees or delays.